Homegrown by Heroes is a brand that signifies that that item was grown, that was produced by a farmer veteran. But really it's more than that. It also opens up conversations to folks that are veterans that might not have considered a transition into agriculture. I'm from a little town outside of San Diego called Homegrown. My mom wanted to provide us with a lifestyle of living out in the country and working with the land, working with animals, being able to enjoy being out in nature. So she made it happen. There was always something to be done, but you learn to have fun while you're doing it. And my mom had high expectations. If there was something that we wanted to do, then she would help us find those odd jobs to be able to make the cash to be able to pull it off. So one of those opportunities was a 8th grade trip, from California to DC is a long way. She paid for some, but had me earn the rest, and that was the deal. Part of that trip, we not only went to DC, but we also went to Annapolis and then up to New York and West Point. The more that we were there on the tour and starting to understand what all it was about, and I was like, you know what, this feels right. This is what I want to do. This career field, it's the Office of Special Investigations. So it's criminal and counterintelligence investigations. I've run a number of death investigations, sexual assault and rape investigations. The counterintelligence side, to make sure that our enemies or foreign intelligence aren't acquiring our intelligence. If something's gonna go boom, we need to find out about it and stop it before it goes boom. I was not at a point in my life where I was looking for anything along those lines, but my friend came up and said, "You should keep talking to him." Like, okay, sure. Then we ended up seeing each other about every week and a half to 3 weeks. At a certain point, it just clicked. We were married for 1.5 years before we were able to get assigned in the same city. That was the first time we were able to live together. Starting with my mom of creating the lifestyle that she did for us as a kid, I wanted the lifestyle for my kids. I wanted to take a step back and be available for them. The agriculture community here is unbelievably supportive. I know the agriculture commissioner, the Kentucky State University and UK Extension Services, our county extension agents. We have 2 in Madison County, which is pretty awesome. To have that kind of support system was definitely that extra verification that this was for sure the right decision for starting a farm here. They learn that in a lot of situations, there's not the option to give up. If you give up at this point, then it's gonna be worse on the other side of it. But hopefully it seems like they appreciate the fun side of it too. That it doesn't have to be work, that it can be fun. One of the values that I think is just genetically programmed in the girls in my family is not really caring about whether or not we belong in a certain space. That if it's something that we want, then we're just gonna figure out a way to operate in that space. She sacrificed a lot to be able to provide not only basic necessities, but experiences that were gonna prepare us to have a not only successful life, but a happy one.